Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Marysa Cardwell is here in studio to share some beautiful summer healthy treats for us. Welcome to the show, Marysa.
Thanks for having me on.
So this is incredible. I'm excited to hear more about summer meal prep while also staying healthy.
So I think summer can be a really difficult time. It's hot. We don't want to be in the kitchen. We're busy. I know for me, I want to get to the pool as fast as possible after work. So the key to that and the key to not letting your health and nutrition go on summer vacation is to meal prep. So a couple of tips. I think it's fun to go to the farmer's market, to go to the grocery store, get all of your produce, go to the garden if you have one, get all of your produce, get it washed, cleaned, ready to go in containers in your fridge. It's amazing when it's in a container, it will be eaten.
So much easier to grab and eat.
Exactly. If it needs to be washed, it will go all week.
Why is that? So true.
Because we're all inherently lazy, I think. But it's easy to grab it and go to wherever you're going. So have it ready and then take some time to batch prep some grains like couscous or quinoa or rice. Even oatmeal is a great one to batch prep beforehand, and to batch prep some meat that you can use. On my Instagram page, I have pulled pork that we use throughout the week in different ways, and it was the easiest week once I made that pulled pork to use throughout the week on all these different dishes.
Yeah, so versatile, and you're right. When it's ready, it's just so much easier to eat.
So quick. So today we're gonna make some Mediterranean quinoa salad. So I batch prep this, and then I've got plenty for the week to go. I'm gonna make some sweet quinoa tomorrow with some maple syrup. But what we're gonna do, I have 1 cup of quinoa that I cooked in 2 cups of vegetable broth. And then I'm gonna let you mix, but I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of Kalamata olives, 1 cup of grape tomatoes, 1 cup of cucumbers, woo! And a 1/2 cup of feta cheese, and a 1/4 cup of red onions.
Oh, it is beautiful. I'm gonna tip this. So
I know, isn't it pretty?
I guess throw in the onions.
So this is one, it has a bunch of strong flavors, but I've also made this with corn and black beans and shrimp, and like you can make this with so many different variations.
Yeah,
so if this is too strong, there are so many other ways to make this. And I count this as a carb when we're doing our plate method. So I would count this as a carb here, even though it has some veggies in it. And even though quinoa is a higher protein source of carb, I still count it as a carb.
So can you have a little more though?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's yummy.
Since you've got the
I also
vegetables in
put
there.
it in a container and throw some of the chicken that I batch prepped over the weekend, throw a big scoop of hummus on it and take it to work, and it's a yummy lunch. So then
Smells delicious.
I also have a 1/2 cup of olive oil, a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, and some oregano. We're gonna add that. So this is one of those dishes that it gets better on the 2nd or 3rd day. So this is one, when I think of summer, I think of the salad. And I always try to have some fruit that's cut up and prepped and ready to go in the fridge. You wanna mix that.
Yes.
And then I also always have a veggie tray. So I find that if there's a veggie tray cut up and made, dip in it, it is ready to go. It's easy once I have the main dish prepared to pull out the veggie tray, pull out some fruit, and you are ready to go for any meal.
And you have it in the fridge, ready to go, and it gets better
as it goes along. It really does.
I have a banana pudding recipe that gets better each day, but it's not healthy. So this is even better.
This is a solid recipe. And then also I wanted to show there's so many fun ways to use fruit. And so I've got this watermelon fruit pizza. And what I did is I used a 1/2 cup of ricotta cheese, a 1/4 cup of cream cheese, mixed it together, added some erythritol, or you can use some honey, and some vanilla. I've spread that on top, and then I topped it with toasted coconut, some fresh fruit, and some mint. And this is so healthy that you could count this as a snack or a healthy swap for a dessert. It's really yummy, and it's got a good source of protein. It's really low in carbs, no sugar added. So that's a fun way to add some fruit. I try to get my kids to eat as much watermelon or fruit as possible. It helps them stay hydrated. That's another thing to remember during the summer is to make sure that you're staying hydrated. And a good tip to remember is to take your weight in pounds, divide that by 2, and that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking on a baseline. In addition, if you're up in the altitude or sweating or exercising a lot, then you're gonna need additional water to stay hydrated.
Really important, you're right, because that also sometimes when you're thirsty, you think you're hungry, and that can totally throw off any kind of diet or good health that you want to have.
It throws off your hunger sensors by a lot. So staying hydrated is important. I think having some electrolytes can really help. I did not add any salt or pepper to this, but I would, when you taste this, add salt and pepper depending on the flavor that you're wanting. Because I used broth, I don't think we need to add extra salt. So, and then the last tip is to utilize the grill. And grilling is not just for meats. I would grill, you know, I've grilled Caesar salad on it. You can do any kind of vegetable using a grill basket or a tin foil. I think the most summer thing I can think of is grilled corn on the cob.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
Any fruit, pineapple and peaches grill really well. And have that with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and you've got an easy dinner ready to go.
Can you just come to my house and just stay there all summer long? Because my kids would eat all of this, and it's healthy and good. So, well, I'm going to try some of this.
Yes,
please
please
some of this. Tell me how we can get a hold of you, because you offer quite a bit as far as nutrition and training and such.
I do. So I come to people's houses, and I can teach cooking classes at your house or at a facility. We can do grocery tours, pantry cleanouts if that's what you're wanting. And my office is located at 2319 South Foothill Drive. So I'm just down the hill, but I come to you as well, and I do online consultations. And then you can check us out on social media at All of Nutrition.
So convenient, and I read that you help with eating disorders, you help people lose weight, you help people gain weight if that's what they need. Really, you just take each case individually and find out how you can help them benefit the most.
Exactly. My job is to take all this nutrition knowledge and translate it into what the person needs to be healthy.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Marysa. This is so good. I have the soft quinoa and the crispy vegetables. I'm just excited to keep munching on it. We appreciate you being here. Thanks for these fun tips and ideas, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with much more Mountain Connections right after this quick break.